Giving some people a few seconds to chime in, and I'm gonna start. It's gonna be very brief. Give a few people to chime in. So if you are chiming in, please share this live. I won't be here too long. I'm just here to really give a brief, have a brief discussion about manifesting, healing, spiritual journey, stuff like that. I want to welcome anybody that's here. Please stick around and chime in for a timely message. My name is Nairi Sanchez, also known as Mogul Chameleon the Seer. Please share this live if you are chiming in. I will not be here long. I just came in to kind of, have a little conversation with y'all for a second. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. They asked me a few questions, and they were like really frustrated about watching people in the spiritual community talk about manifesting and spiritual work and spells and rituals and stuff like that, and money rituals and all of that type of stuff. And he was kind of annoyed by it because he just like, why don't it work for me? I don't see it working, and you have a lot of people that, they may experience that. So I took the time out to explain to him that, it's not all love and light when you're on a spiritual journey or a spiritual path. And everybody's situation and circumstance is different. So no two people is going to manifest and have the same results. No two people are going to do rituals or spell work and have the same results. And everybody's method is different. Some people, they have their own way, own unique way of doing spells or rituals and things of that nature. Whereas some people, they're following somebody else's lead, and sometimes they even pay other people to do their spell work or ritual work for them. Me personally wouldn't advise that, because any type of work you do that has to have intention put in it needs to come from you personally. Period. Anything that has to have intention in it is always going to come from the inside out. And I was explaining to him that this is the way that it works. And before you even get to that place where you start really manifesting all the things that you really want to see, you got to start that work within. Are you breaking spells and generational curses off yourself? Are you fixing your own household? Are you healing your own children? Are you healing yourself? Are you manifesting the things that matter the most before you start getting to all this material stuff that you want to manifest? This money, this house, this car, this relationship, and I feel like this is where so many people, why they fail at seeing the things that they want to manifest, because they're trying to, how they used to say back in, the olden days, you're trying to grab a cow by the tail. That's backwards. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people are into manifesting, but they're manifesting backwards. They're not doing what's most important in the spiritual journey, and that's taking care of you and within. You got to go all the way back from the moment you touch ground on this plantation. And I call it plantation because that's what they turned the earth into, a plantation. All right. So a lot of people are still walking around with that childhood hurt, with those abandonment issues, with all those things going on. And they start ignoring all of that. Once they learn how to do a spell or a ritual, they want to get to the good stuff. And when you're building a house, you got to count up the cost. You got to go get the material. You got to have the measurements. You got to have the right foundation. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be in the right place so that you can have proper electricity, proper plumbing, and all of that. You have to count up the costs when you're building a house. And building a house is just the way you're doing your spiritual journey. It's a build up to those things that you truly desire. So I was explaining those things to him, how it works, so he wouldn't be so frustrated. All energy is from inside out. You're only going to manifest what's in you outside of you. So if you're not in that place to where you've shedded all that dead skin off of yourself, you're gonna manifest what's in you. A lot of people's manifestations and their rituals, they have temporary pleasure from it. It may work. A lot of people use the astrological chart to do spell work. They use the moon cycles and stuff like that. And I've told it works. What I do works for me. And I tell people it's not something you just go do when you have a sudden desire. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's a way of grounding yourself. It's a way of keeping things in your life balanced, keeping yourself balanced. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of solitary to do that. And a lot of people are not ready to take that inside journey. They're not ready. They just not ready to take that inside journey. You know, are you ready to face that trauma? Are you ready to deal with that? Are you ready to go back and face what you need to change and fix about yourself? Are you ready to get to your altar and manifest aligning yourself or detaching from that toxic relationship or detaching from these family members? Are you ready to do that? Because just like they say, it's lonely at the top. That's real. That's real. You know, and then you have people out here playing with energy, you know, and then they out here using it for the wrong reasons. They're using it to attack other people. They're using it to throw blockages at other people. And they can't even find themselves in a better situation using rituals and spell work, you know. And you have people doing that type of stuff, and then you have them are the same people that get on there saying love and light and this is that, and talking about they you know, promoting all this powerful stuff that they do. And it's just like, how are you powerful and you're jealous of this person over here because they've elevated faster than you and or have some type of different success than you? That's not the, y'all have to learn how to separate people who only want to do rituals without doing the spiritual work. That's two different things. It's the reason why the word ritual is in the word spiritual, because it's something that you live by on a daily basis. I do have a business, and it's called Manifestations and Constellations, Talking Tarot. I stopped doing personal readings for this reason, because people, they only want to have personal readings because they want to solidify one or two things, either what they already know or either what they want to try and force to happen into their lives. You cannot force. There's no trick or trade that will force something to be how you want it to be when it's not meant to be that way. If the divine is giving you everything in you, everything around you is telling you no, and you're still going to try to override with the divine sources or whatever God, whatever you believe in is telling you and showing you, you all of your ritual and spell work at that point will backfire and be used against you, because you're not even going along with what the divine is telling you to do. So how do you expect any energetic work that you're putting out there to come back to you in your favor? It just doesn't work like that, you know. So I was explaining that to him, and I just told him that I would do, you know, a video like that about this. I'm not selling anything. I have a company, a business, and it's called Manifestations and Constellations. It's for people that's ready to do the actual ancient DNA healing and work that they need to do to align themselves with their actual purpose in this particular realm, in this particular real time right now. That's what this is about. So I just came here to briefly, you know, talk about this, because I told somebody I would do a video about it. But any energetic work you do starts from the inside out. I'm not accepting any live invites, you all. Any work that you do is from the inside out, and that's anything that we do. Even when you're not doing rituals, and everything is a ritual. It don't matter, you know, how you do it. Even if you're not doing it with candles or herbs or whatever, or on an altar, manifesting itself, anything you're manifesting is spell work. All of it is spell work. Speaking things into existence is spell work. All of it is spell work. All of it. Everything is spell work. So if you're doing it and your intentions are not there, and you're doing it and you haven't dealt with all the necessary things, you haven't started from the bottom and worked your way up to the top, you can almost expect that you won't be successful at manifesting what it is you really want to see. You're going to keep on trying to come build from the top with nothing on the bottom. You have no foundation. You can't build something on an empty foundation. So I came here to just talk about that, touch on it just a little bit. You know, don't get fooled by people that do rituals and start talking this love and light stuff, because it ain't all love and light. It's a hard way to go, because you have to deal with all the things that you're used to. You're tearing and ripping all that skin up off of you. You stripping off all this old, or your old personality, your old mindset, your old character, your old belief system. That takes time. And when you do spell work, sometimes you don't see the results of that for 6 months, maybe another year may go by. It's just different for everybody. No two people are going to have the same results when you're doing any type of rituals or spell work. And it differs and it varies from person to person, depending on the person, the circumstances, what they need to work on, if they've done the work, all of that. So that's basically what I came here to touch on, y'all. I didn't come here to stay long. I just came here to give a brief description of what it's all about when you're manifesting and you're doing your ritual work and all of that type of stuff. It works for me and it works for a lot of other people. But for the people that it don't work for, that's because you're not taking out the time to go within and do what you need to do to put that stuff in perspective. Cleanse the inside of the cupping of the dish. Then you'll see results on the outside of the cupping of the dish. Because if not, you're trying to get cleanliness outside of the cup when the inside of the cup is still filthy. You know, don't drink poison out of a clean cup on the outside, but it's still dirty on the inside. And that's what a lot of people do. So that's what manifestations and constellations is all about. When it comes to helping people manifest the things that they want to see, it's about walking people down that road. And sometimes it takes 3, 6 months, 9 months. Sometimes it takes a year. Sometimes it takes longer. And that is what my service is offering at this point. I am no longer doing personal readings for people, and that's it. Not doing it. You know, you want help, I offer the service. You ready to do the work? Let's go. Because if you think you're going to be lazy in this journey, if you think you're going to do the work and get to complaining about how much work you got to do, don't waste your time. Keep doing what you've been doing. Keep getting the same results. This is about transformation of self, of the inner work. Nobody's going to manifest anything positive to themselves if they don't start inside first. Everything in spell work, rituals, anything spiritual, always inside out. And that's the way that it works. I don't recommend nobody going to other people to do energy work for them, because then no matter what it is you're trying to do, they're putting their intentions in there. And you never know what somebody's hidden intentions might be for you. That person might be mad about something else that ain't got nothing to do with you. But if they're doing your ritual work and spell work, that energy that they're having and harnessing at that moment is going to go into your manifestations. And a lot of people do that, and then they wonder why everything be falling apart. Everything start getting dark. They start getting gloomy and depressed, and their money quit coming, or something bad start happening, or something get thrown off track. Quit trusting people with guard your energy like you do your birth certificate, like you do your social security number. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that important. Your birthday, your birth natal chart, guard that stuff, because that is all connected to your existence and your very being, everything about you. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. And I hope somebody got something out of it. And on that note, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And she out. My name is Nairi Sanchez from the Talking Tarot Show. You can catch me on Facebook as well. Manifestations and Constellations, spiritual services, here to help people go through that journey of getting to their higher self, their best self, so that they can gain their own power and regain their own self reclamation of self, and be able to live that life they really want to live, the peaceful life they want to live, the balanced life they want to live, the life that they're, can push things that's unhealthy for them away, no matter what it is or how bad they want it. Sometimes you think you want something, and then you get it and find out it ain't really what you really want. But be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. So on that note, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all day. Yeah, I got to get out here in this field, handle my business. But manifestations and constellations, if you want to inquire about it, please go to my page on Facebook. It's called The Talking Tarot Show. And you'll see my face on the profile. But this is what I do. And I've worked with people before. I've been doing this for 3 years now. And I don't plan on stopping and slowing down no time soon. On that note, y'all, peace. She out.